Welcome into the Brooks Bench with host Brooke, aka Shiggy, and my co-host Brooke.
What's up, y'all?
And Megan.
What's up?
If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, follow us on all social media, and also join our Discord. All links are in our description. But we got a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. All right, first, injury updates. Kennedy Carter, COVID. She's out as of now. Obviously, there will be protocols. What is it, like a week to 2 weeks now? I don't know. They change them all the time.
Is it that long? I thought it was like 3 days.
Is it? Well, I guess it depends on the symptoms and stuff like that. So
Fair.
we shall see about that one. Erin McDonald actually is back from her foot injury. Clarendon out for personal reasons. Alana Smith, ankle. She is currently day-to-day. Rebecca Allen is now on a 10 to 14-day comeback window. So hopefully she comes back from Phoenix because they're looking a little rough. Shakira Austin, unfortunately, twisted her ankle right after she was killing it. So unknown timetable there. And then, Chelsea Gray got hurt today. Hip.
Was that the Phoenix game?
Yep.
The hard landing or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know if they just kept her out because they were blowing out Phoenix and they just wanted to be precautious. So we shall see about that. So no update on there. Some recent transactions, not a lot. We have Caitlin Bickle signing a rest of season contract with Connecticut. Celeste Taylor signs a third 7-day contract with Phoenix. And then Odyssey Sims signs a third 7-day contract with LA. Great signing for LA, by the way. She's been killing it over there. Man, we have a lot of news. A lot of people breaking records. Mainly the same.
A lot of people breaking rules.
Who? What rule?
Everybody. I swear, every time I go on TikTok, it's just Phoenix, Chicago, Mayberry. It's just like all these people throwing tantrums and getting.
Well, first of all, I'm glad you mentioned that because Diana Taurasi and Natasha Cloud both received their 7th technical foul and now are suspended for 1 game. So,
like in the year, 7?
Yes, in the season. Yeah.
They each have 7 this year.
Yes. I'm not surprised. Kalia Copper actually has 6, so if she gets 1 more, she will also be suspended a game.
Caitlin Clark, too. I'm pretty sure.
Well, are we surprised at this point?
This has got to be like a record. It's got to be a record of amount of technical fouls given this year. Somebody fact check.
This shows how bad the refs have been, too.
Okay.
Everyone's getting mad.
It shows that and how bad people's attitudes are becoming.
Yeah, that is true. It's on both sides because the refs, I think, got worse than last season. Like, it's atrocious. But then people are just being crybabies sometimes, man. I'm like, dude,
just being petty, too. Like,
let it go. Just let it go. Okay, let's get into all these record-breaking. Oh my god, it's just so much. So Caitlin Clark, she has the most 15-point and 5-assist games in a season in WNBA history with 21 games. She's also the 5th player in WNBA history with 30 points and 10 assists in a game, and is the first player in WNBA history with 30 plus points and 12 plus assists in a game. Caitlin's killing it.
Yeah,
love to see it. I know people are still kind of going back and forth with Rookie of the Year. Brooke, we talked about this on the last 2 episodes. Is it sewn up? Is it Caitlin Clark's award, basically, for Rookie of the Year?
It's hard because, like, Angel Reese has, like, helped lead Chicago to a better season, it seems like, this year, too. But I think, like, the drastic difference still is leaning towards Clark in this favor. But to be honest, like, I would be really happy if they did because they've just, like, both been doing so good and shattering records and helping their teams. But I think if we had to choose right now, it's still leaning more towards Caitlin Clark. Especially, too, because after the Olympic break, man, it seems like she just really
took off.
Her
oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
But I would like to see them being code, to be honest. I know that's going to cause ruffles.
Oh, man. So many. But let's talk about Angel Reese and her, upcoming things. First of all, she partnered with Shaq and Playmakers to create an unapologetically Angel podcast. Hey, everyone's on the podcast train. I'm telling you. Oh, my gosh. That just scared me, first of all.
Sorry.
Because look how excited she is.
Special guest.
I'm weak. But anyway, she's making a podcast. I'm curious to see that. I feel like she's gonna have a lot of insight. I want to know the tea. I need to hear it. She's also passed Asia Wilson for 5th place on an all-time list for most rebounds in a regular season. She also passed Tina Charles for the most by a rookie in WNBA history. And then she broke the WNBA single season rebounding record with 405 passing Sylvia fouls. So that first one, just pretend like you didn't hear me say that, because I definitely just said that twice. That was earlier in the week. She broke the record. And like, let's go back to it, because it's like, it's not like people are trying to discredit her for especially, you know, Megan in college notoriously said this about Angel Reese. She's getting her rebounds from her own misses, right? Well, actually, Rebecca Lobo came out and said that even if you take away those rebounds, she's still leading in rebounds. So we kind of have to just squash that.
Not Rebecca Lobo backing Angel Reese.
Not Rebecca Lobo. And if she did that, just everyone drop the argument right there. Yeah. I feel like we still have to get Angel Reese her flowers. She's still doing incredible things. She's still breaking records. And I feel like it's going unnoticed just because of all the hate. But now that Rebecca Lobo has took a stand to defend Angel Reese, everyone quiet. It's over. The argument's over. Brittany Griner, she's the third player in WNBA history with 800 career blocks. Everyone grab your popcorn for this list, because it's going to be a while. A'ja Wilson, let's start it from the top. Currently the only WNBA player this season leading in multiple main statistical categories. She has her 10th regular season WNBA game with 35 plus points, tied for second most all time. She's now the fourth player in WNBA history with 3 or more regular season games with 40 plus points. A'ja Wilson also joins Candace Parker as the only player with 25 plus points, 15 plus rebounds, 5 plus assists, and 5 plus blocks in a WNBA game. She's also the fourth player in WNBA regular season history to have 35 plus points and 15 plus rebounds. She moves to third all-time for most 20 plus points and 10 plus rebound games. And lastly, she joins Candace Parker as the only WNBA player with 40 points and 15 rebounds.
Can we just wrap it up and say MVP? Give her the title now.
The combo is over. You know, I have always backed Nafisa Collier since the beginning of the season, but A'ja Wilson is having one of the most historic seasons we've seen. And yeah, you're right. I think we should just ship her the trophy now. We should just pull some strings. Who you think someone's gonna disrespect her and vote her fourth again? Are we gonna see that?
No. I think they're still embarrassed from last time.
That's crazy. There is an argument though. Do you think it's gonna be unanimous or not? You think it's gonna be unanimous?
It should be.
Yeah. It should be, but do you think it will be?
No, at this point, yes. Absolutely.
Okay. Like if it's not, those individuals need to come out with a 5-page essay on what it's not, because it's like Megan said, it's better numbers this year.
Yeah.
And you know what? Because of that fourth place vote last year, that's why I have a feeling that these people are not going to vote her unanimously.
You know what? Somebody should, just so that way it keeps her fire going.
She'll just keep proving you guys wrong. Right. It's fine. We'll take it. Jackie Young, third player in WNBA history with 10 plus points, 14 plus assists, 5 plus rebounds, and 3 plus steals. Kelsey Mitchell, the first player in Fever history to record 5 consecutive games of 20 plus points.
She's going off.
Oh my God, Kelsey Mitchell. I feel like she's being overshadowed by Caitlin Clark right now, but she is the reason they're winning games. She is killing it right now.
They're a good duo, though, I must say.
Yes, they're helping each other out, definitely. Tina Charles, I had to put a Tina Charles one in here, guys, has her first career triple-double for herself and the Atlanta Dream. Tina. Indiana Fever set a WNBA attendance record this season with more than 500,000 total fans at home and road games. And this is the first time Indiana has been above 500 since 2019.
That's awesome.
Good job, Indiana. We love to see it. Lastly, this one's for Brooke. DeWanna Bonner is now 4th all-time in scoring WNBA history. That's your girl, DeWanna. All right.
Love DeWanna.
Love her. Let's get into the week.
Hold on. What about CBS? Gotta run it back.
What?
CBS drew 1.22 million viewers for the Aces and Sky game on Sunday. August 25th, making it the network's best non-Caitlin Clark WNBA game this season. That's big.
That's crazy.
That's how they have to identify games now. It's a non-Caitlin Clark event.
Come on.
But I do like to see it because I like to see that it's not just Caitlin Clark, you know?
Yeah.
All teams, all players are bringing in the fans. So
Read.
And that was a really good game too. Did you see that game, Brooke?
Dude, like I said earlier, listen, I know I'm on this podcast when honestly, if you guys have to take what I say for a grain of salt, but I can't because it's on so many different freaking networks and streaming services that I'm not paying for and I don't have time for. Just make it accessible, please. More people will watch. I'm telling you, more people will watch.
I agree with you. Okay.
So no, I get to watch them on TikTok.
Well, then you seen the buzzer beater. You saw the A'ja Wilson buzzer beater against Chicago.
Yeah, that was
to win
dope.
the game. That was good. That was good play. But okay, let's now get into the week 12 recap. So if you're new here, we go over big wins, upsets, stuff like that. So first off, Washington went on a heater. They defeated Seattle 74-72, led by Brittany Sykes, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Emily Enksler, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. And Jewel Lloyd led Seattle, 16 points, 6 rebounds. Okay. Brooke, Gabby Williams is back.
Yes, I saw that. It's exciting news.
Awesome. Are we concerned about Seattle? Because I kind of am just a little bit.
I'm concerned about like the team cohesion and the vibes, but yeah. I think if they figure that out, then no, they're going to be like somebody to watch for.
Exactly. They're giving me flashbacks of how New York was. Like they have all the names, everything looks good on paper, but they still need to gel. Now they're adding another new piece that has to gel, right? So, and then they lose to Washington. But we all said a healthy Washington is scary. A healthy Washington is pretty good. So I'm curious to see how Seattle, goes through it in playoffs. Playoffs is going to be insane, honestly. There's going to be heck upsets.
I feel like Seattle's just fragile.
Like Seattle, it's a few things though. It's like, when you have Jewel Lloyd turning the ball over a lot, like that's a problem in my eyes. And it's like the decision making, like, come on, take smarter shots. I don't know. But like you said, on paper it looks great, but
yeah,
it's just not really panning out the way we all envisioned it to yet.
Yeah, definitely. If they get one more year together, though, they'll be dangerous. Yeah. Indiana defeats Connecticut 84-80. Kelsey Mitchell, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Caitlin Clark, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. And then Dejanay Carrington led Connecticut, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 6 steals. Now, Lexi Hull has stepped up in the starting lineup and is killing it offensively. She's turned it around since Olympic break. How has that impacted Indiana?
Because for the better, they're above 500 now. Like,
yeah,
Caitlin Clark can't do it alone, so she needs somebody to step it up. And it's time that Lexi Hull steps it up. It's about damn time.
Yeah. What do you think, Meg?
Yeah, I mean, she was bringing a lot off the bench. And I thought it was only a matter of time before she broke the starting lineup. She just brings a lot of energy. She's that person that grabs those extra rebounds when needed, can play D. And then now she's actually like scoring too. So it's good. They're fun to watch, man. I can't even lie. Indiana is fun to watch.
That's a lot coming from Megan. Wow.
They're doing behind the back passes today. Like, it's just fun to watch, really. It's like they've already accomplished more than last year, and you can tell that the pressure is kind of off of them, and they're just having fun, and it's kind of fun to watch.
And those are the most dangerous teams, the ones that don't have anything to lose. Indiana has nothing to lose. What they have done so far, what they're doing right now, that's enough. So they're playing free, they're having fun, and that's dangerous when it comes to playoffs. I think, who was it? I forgot who said it, but I think it was Sue Bird. I would be not happy to play Indiana the first round of playoffs.
Yeah.
There's going to be an upset there. Washington, again, defeats Chicago. I know it's not that much of an upset, but it is because everyone's fighting for that 8th seed. So Washington beat Chicago 70-70. I said 70-74. 74-70. Stephanie Dolson, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Ariel Atkins, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. And then Michaela Onyenwere led Chicago, 15 points, 2 rebounds. I have a question here, but I'm going to save it to the end when we go to the standings. Because that A seed is going to be a tough grab. But Washington, Like I said, a healthy Washington is scary. I think they're good, and Chicago, I know is holding on to dear life for that A seed. So I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how that pans out. But like I said, I'll ask you that as that question at the end. LA defeats New York 94-88. This one was crazy. I don't care that New York was missing Jonquel Jones. There's no way LA beats New York 94-88. Was that not concerning? Or you guys are like, whatever, they didn't have Jonquel.
I'm just like, it's whatever because it's New York. Not that Jonquel is gone. I think it's great LA defeated them. That's awesome.
I was cheering for LA. But I don't know. For New York, that's what's concerning for me. De'Arca Hamby, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Rickea Jackson, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And then Brianna Stewart led New York, 32 points, 6 rebounds. I do want to take this time to talk about Rickea Jackson a little bit because she's killing it. And I feel like if she played from the beginning of the season till now, she would be in that Rookie of the Year conversation. She's solid. We talked about it when she was getting drafted. Like, how much of a steal she's going to be, even at that 4th pick. Like, I don't know. I think LA killed it in their draft. Their future is bright. I know right now it's 7 wins is rough. You're going to get that first pick, hopefully. Can you imagine Paige Becker's on this team next year?
I know.
Wow. LA.
No, nope, that's NWSL. I was like, there's no more draft, but that's the NWSL.
Oh, yeah. That's trip. They said
Dude,
that.
I don't get it. I don't know how it's going to work.
I don't get it either.
I've into it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm indifferent about it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. They did say the W might look at something like that, or that was a rumor, but I was like, that's not fun. Let's do a draft. Okay, last big win of the week. We have Dallas defeating Minnesota 94-76. Now this was a red flag for me.
Yeah,
94-76. After we just talked up Minnesota about being the team to beat. This was a red flag. Anyways, Enrique, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. Satu Sabali, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. And then Nafisa Collier led Minnesota, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was this the game that Alana Smith got hurt in, though? I think this might have been the game that she got hurt, which would have been...
Yeah.
Which would have been huge. Yeah, this was the game she got hurt in. So, okay, we'll give her that. And then everyone's going to be like, well, you didn't give New York Jonquel being out. So, okay, we won't give Minnesota that. You're right.
Well, that's also New York just got Benijah back, though.
Oh, that is right. You're right. They did get Benijah back.
They got 1 for 1.
All right, Meg, there you go. No, but for real, Dallas is hitting their stride. And I was talking about it. If Dallas squeezes into that ace spot, it's going to be a hard road for some team. Oh, it'd be New York or Connecticut or Minnesota. Probably New York. Too bad New York already killed Dallas about a handful of times. No, but I think Dallas is hitting their stride. All their players are coming back. They're finally gelling. So it'll be interesting. But let's
their
go.
Schedule, they see New York twice still.
Yeah, they have the hardest schedule out. They have the hardest remaining schedule, so that's rough. That is rough. But anything can happen. So let's go over the standings. So we had Las Vegas and Seattle clinch this week. So they have now clinched playoffs. 6, 7, 8 seeds are still up to grab, but really it's the 8th seed that's up for grabs. We have Chicago 11-21, Atlanta 11-21, Washington 9-23, and Dallas 9-23. So we do it weekly. Has your pick changed from last week? Who takes that A seed?
I would love to see Atlanta take it, to be honest. But I think more realistically, Chicago is going to take it. I have no more hope for Dallas or LA. At all.
Well, LA's out. There's no more LA.
Like, neither of them.
I want to make it interesting.
I don't think Washington's going in there. I'm sorry, Shigs.
No, I was going to say I want to make it interesting and have Dallas squeeze into that A spot. I think they have enough firepower to give someone a run for their money. Atlanta, I'm over Atlanta. You guys know I'm a biggest Atlanta hater because of Tanisha Wright.
Well, every time you say that, then they go on a streak. So,
well, you're welcome.
Yeah, if you're new tuning in, Shiggy's a jinx. So
I am. I'm gonna go look up their schedule while Megan tells me who she thinks is gonna make the A seed.
I'm kind of leaning towards Atlanta. I mean, because when I look at the schedule for Atlanta and Dallas, Dallas has the harder schedule. I mean, but
Atlanta has to play
the 6, 7, 8 seeds, though. There could be some movement because, in my opinion, Mercury doesn't have a super hard schedule, but Indiana kind of does. I mean, yeah, they beat the Dallas already, but they play them again. They play the Aces twice. They play Minnesota. That's tough.
I'm gonna just say, I'm looking at Atlanta's schedule: Phoenix, Dallas, Indiana, Minnesota. Right there, all potential losers. Okay, they play Washington back to back, but
let's be real though. Every team's been after Olympic break. Every game's been hard. I mean,
know,
the biggest
that's
blowout
what makes it fun.
The biggest game that was like, okay, what the heck was today? Phoenix versus Aces. Because we haven't seen that in a while since Olympic break. We haven't seen such a drastic game like that. And then the Minnesota one when Alana got hurt, but I don't know. Every game anybody can win. I mean, this is the most competitive season that I've seen in a while.
I like it. It makes it way more fun to watch. You never know who's going to win. Yeah. That's why I can't wait for the playoffs. Playoffs is going to be crazy. I think it's going to go full series. A lot of these games are going to go the full series.
I think just to figure out the 8 is going to go to the last game of the regular season.
Oh, yeah. The seeding? I'm sure. Yeah, the seeding is going to go down to the last game. But that's what makes it fun. I like it. But you're going with who? What'd you say?
I think I'm going to stick with Atlanta.
So 2 Atlantas, and I'm hoping squeezing for Dallas. I don't want to see Atlanta in there. All right, but let us know what you guys think is going to clinch that A spot. I know we have 8 more games for the bottom teams there. So let us know who you guys think is going to clinch that A spot. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next week with the Week 13 recap. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate your guys' support, and we'll be back next week. Peace.
Bye, y'all. Peace.